I think that Harry and Meghan were much maligned. The press and the palace combined together to set the public up against them, to make William and Kate look better, and because there was too much glory going on to them. Do you remember the actual joy after that wedding, where everybody loved them, and that couldn't be allowed to continue because the royal line of succession must continue. The big machine, the big carriage has to go on. I can't imagine that Harry and Meghan would give up their life in California. Why should they? They have a very, very good life. But they can do an enormous amount of good. Because, look at Harry's Invictus Games. Look at and actually, it's always blame the woman, isn't it? So Meghan gets Meghan has copped it from the start, and I think she has a genuine connection with women and with people, and she's a very smart woman. And you were talking about how they spilled all the royal secrets. That there are plenty of royal secrets to come out, believe me, which they didn't.
So refreshing to hear a royal commentator stating what everyone already knows, that the hate campaign against Harry and Meghan was orchestrated by the palace and the British press to make William and Kate look better. I think that Harry and Meghan were much maligned. The press and the palace combined together to set the public up against them, to make William and Kate look better. I'm glad some of them are coming out to reveal the truth about the media attacks. One thing I will state, that even if the press, William and Kate, do all the things so that Harry and Meghan are hated, that doesn't automatically mean that William and Kate will be popular and loved. Conspiring to make someone be hated so you can be loved usually catches up to you. The heckling won't stop. Most people believe their opinions are their own. But public opinion is often carefully shaped and manipulated by the media and the palace. By repeating certain stories and hiding others, they can make almost anyone look good or bad, often without us noticing. Positive coverage of William and Kate builds trust, while negative stories about Harry and Meghan shape our views, sometimes without us realizing it. This tactic isn't new. Only by questioning who benefits do we see the hidden hands shaping public opinion. Everyone in the public eye faces criticism. But what Harry and Meghan experienced was not just random gossip. It was systematic, coordinated negativity. This kind of campaign is far more damaging than a few harsh opinions. Systematic negativity means that negative stories are planned, timed, and repeated. Each story builds on the last, creating a wave of bad press that is hard to escape. The goal is not just to criticize, but to wear someone down and turn the public against them. For Harry and Meghan, this became their daily reality. Every small error was magnified. Every word was twisted. Even positive actions were spun as selfish or suspicious. It was a constant drumbeat of blame and doubt designed to isolate them. When negativity is coordinated like this, it leaves deep scars. It also raises questions about who is behind it and why they want one couple to fall while another rises. Silence benefits those who run these campaigns. That is why it takes real courage for people to speak out and reveal what is really happening. When insiders, journalists, or even the royals themselves share the truth, it changes everything. Speaking out does not just help Harry and Meghan. It helps everyone see how the system works. It shows that behind the friendly royal smiles there are real power struggles, decisions and deals. People start to question what else they might not know. It is not easy to challenge the official story. Those who do often face anger, threats, or even legal action. But, every brave voice adds to the growing call for honesty. Over time, these voices force others to listen and rethink what they believe. Without people willing to break the silence, the cycle of manipulation would never end. Speaking out is the first step toward real change. It might seem like tearing someone down is an easy way to lift someone else up. But the truth is, negative campaigns almost never build real, lasting popularity. In the case of William and Kate, the effort to make them look better by attacking Harry and Meghan comes with a hidden cost. When the public sees the same negative stories repeated, they start to wonder if there is something more going on. Suspicion grows. People begin to question whether the perfect image of William and Kate is genuine or just part of a campaign. Over time, this makes it harder for anyone to trust what they see. Negative campaigns also create division. Instead of uniting people behind William and Kate, they often force people to take sides. This leaves the royal family looking fractured and out of touch, instead of strong and inspiring. True respect and love cannot be built on someone else's pain. Real popularity comes from honesty and connection, not from coordinated attacks. Using negative campaigns as tools for popularity is risky. These tactics may work for a short time, but eventually they create bigger problems. The public begins to notice the patterns and grows wary of all royal stories, not just those about Harry and Meghan. There are real consequences for everyone involved. The targeted couple suffers emotionally and mentally under constant pressure. The couple being protected risks losing credibility if the truth comes out. Even the press and palace risk long-term damage to their reputation. Worse, these strategies hurt the relationship between the royals and the public. People feel manipulated and start to question the value and honesty of the monarchy itself. The trust that took generations to build can be lost in just a few years of negative campaigning. In the end, everyone loses when manipulation replaces genuine connection and respect. As long as the real story stays hidden, the tension around Harry and Meghan will not go away. Unresolved narratives keep conversations alive and invite endless speculation. People are hungry for answers, and honestly, silence only makes things worse. Each new rumour or leaked detail reignites debate. After so many negative stories, the public is left wondering what is true and what is not. This uncertainty fuels more rumours, more headlines, and more division. The royal family may hope that ignoring the controversy will make it disappear. But in reality, people do not forget. They remember unfairness and suspect cover-ups. The longer the truth is hidden, the more people want to know what really happened. Unresolved stories are powerful. They keep the spotlight shining, sometimes in places those in power would rather keep dark. In the end, the public is not blind. Repeated patterns of negative coverage make manipulation obvious. People are quick to spot when stories sound the same, or when one couple is always the hero, while another is always the villain. This growing awareness is a turning point. It pushes people to ask harder questions. Why is this story being told? Who benefits? What does fair and honest reporting really look like? As more people recognize these patterns, the demand for transparency grows stronger. It is no longer enough for the palace or press to deny everything. Today's readers want proof, balance, and honesty. They want to know the whole story, not just the version that suits those in power. The only way forward is openness and reflection. When the public demands more, the media and the palace are forced to deliver. That is how real change begins.